Salutations, Araxians, and welcome to PlanetSide 2 Sneak Peeks. I'm Margaret Crone, and today I had the pleasure of interviewing some people from customer service. So come along with me and let's check it out. Hi, Steve. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, no problem.
I would like you to tell everybody what you do, because we have so many different people in customer service who do so many different jobs. So what do you do for the company here?
I'm a Tier 2 customer service representative, so that means I do advanced troubleshooting for any technical issues, advanced billing support, and then I also grade the department based off their ticket quality, and I run our SOE Help Twitter account.
I'm a senior GM, so I just like the other GMs, I answer tickets, handle stuff in game, but whenever there's like a supervisor not here, or if there's a judgment call that needs to be made, I can make it. So
you're like, ban all the people.
It's awesome, yeah.
Giant ban hammer, just whip it out.
Well, I'm a senior GM for PlanetSide right now, and I basically handle incoming tickets, player reports, different projects for management, stuff like that.
Sweet. So you have the power of the ban hammer like Katie?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Because your powers combined, you could ban like everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. They should be running in fear.
Yes, you should be running in fear. Well, we got so many questions from the community. I just want to get them all out and try to ask all of the people that I possibly can. So I'm just going to start it up here. So Derringer, who actually is one of the hosts for the Reachcast show, if you haven't watched it, you should totally check it out. It's really awesome. And he is asking, PG Tips is the only proper English tea, right? This is actually for Sharon. She didn't end up joining us. So do you have any tips on tea?
Well, I was instructed by Sharon, who is my boss, that yes, yes it is.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with sure. I don't drink tea.
Oh no, you're not a tea drinker?
No, I can't do the whole caffeine thing. I'm crazy enough.
I was just gonna say, are you like into energy drinks or something? No, just water. You're like,
yeah.
Pour me the water, another glass.
Tea scares me.
I don't know, but I'm going to say yeah, probably.
Okay.
That
it seemed
sounds
like
good.
Steve was the most confident in this, but I think Sharon kind of...
I think she holds the monopoly on the
Yeah.
whole British tea
She's
thing.
like, this is mine. She's
Yeah.
like the tea holder.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Radioactive Lobster at Radioactive Lobster on Twitter, and he wants to know, does SOE try to hire CS agents who are gamers and can relate to more gamers' concerns and issues? And also, this is another question, do you have GMs who work at home?
For the first one, we absolutely try to get a good mix of non-gamers and gamers, because gamers help understand what other players are going through when they have issues and can help to understand what's going on inside the game. And other people who aren't really gamers bring a nice fresh set of eyes to everything. So we get a nice mix of everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, in customer service, you don't always need to know everything about what the gamers are experiencing. You just have to be able to relate and understand the concepts of it.
Right.
And be able to communicate properly.
Absolutely. That's the biggest thing. You have to be able to communicate to other people and see what's going on.
The second part, we currently don't have anybody working at home right now. Everybody has to come in the office, so.
Yeah, get off your lazy bum. No sitting on your bed doing GM tickets. Next question is from Ashley APB at Ashley APB on Twitter, and she wants to know, how much freedom/leeway is the CS team given with regards to solving personal requests, e.g. awarding a few station cache items for drawings, etc. I think we've had a Reddit post that was about this person who needed like 1 more cent, and we were like, all right, what can we do for you? And we had him draw this ridiculous paint, like, freaking picture, and he came back with it. It was hilarious and awesome, and he posted it on Reddit, and he ended up actually getting his extra little bit so he could purchase his item.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things that when we first got approached by a customer about that, we were like, oh, well, we'll just try this out. And we got a picture back, and we're like, this is hilarious. And we loved it, so we didn't end up granting that guy some station cash. And we've done it a couple times. It's not like a policy thing, but it is one of those things, like if we get something funny, we try to help people. We try to help people out and give them something for making us laugh, because we like having fun too.
Yeah, totally. I think that's always amusing when you get someone who sends you a message or fan art or things like that. I mean, fans are pretty hilarious. They do some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, it's very entertaining things.
Our next question here is from Burning Broadcast at Sir Burning, and he wants to know, what type of problems do you deal with the most?
Ooh. There's a lot of problems with, right now we get a lot of refund requests, but for the most part, I see a lot of people with like name changes and issues with that type of stuff. But
is it because they pick a name and then they're like, oh, I wish I had a different name? Or
a lot of that too.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a little bit harder, I guess, to come up with like that name that you really, really want.
Yeah, and in PlanetSide too, unlike some other games, your name is locked across all of our servers.
Right.
It's not just one server and then you can make another one somewhere else. No.
Yeah.
Forever. Your reputation is that name.
So if you've been Powerful Steve forever, you may not be able to be Powerful Steve just now. So it makes it a little bit kind of hard sometimes.
Steve. I like that. I like we're just adding Steve in here randomly.
He likes it.
Our next question here is from a name that I really cannot pronounce because it's a bunch of Z's and S's and A's. So za 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 za, za, and you can imagine what it is on Twitter. He asked, or she asks, do you ever get questions or requests where you simply facepalm and sigh as a response?
Yeah, we do, definitely. One of the biggest ones that we get is people who use single-use camos. And they'll be like, oh, this is totally awesome, and they'll use it. And, you know, you get the pop-up that says, are you sure you want to use it?
And they
it's
click
gone.
it, yeah.
And they click it, and then they're like, okay, this looks really cool. Wait, what did it look like before? And they click it off, and then they can't get it anymore, and we're like, no.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
That's probably pretty not fun as a,
I've done it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So she's just like face palming. She's like, oh no. That's what she's doing when you
Yeah.
send your ticket in. All right, Mark Storer wants to know, and he's Mark Storer 3772 on Twitter. What is the most unreasonable request you've ever had the pleasure of turning down? That sounds like a start to a terrible joke.
Yeah. Probably a situation where I had a customer who played one of our games for a long period of time, and they were currently playing the account, and they decided, hey, I'm going to stop playing about 3 weeks into their membership, and I want a refund on everything. And I was like, no, you kind of paid for it. So we get a lot of those where people are just like, give me your money back. I'm like, I'd like to, but I can't.
Oh, okay.
So.
And that's your favorite? What? He likes denying people of their money. He's like, no.
Like, we do a lot of name changes because while I find every awkward name hilarious, we sometimes just can't allow it, and so we have to go in and change the name. And we get people who come back and they're like, well, this name that I had was totally fine. And we're like, no, dude, seriously, if you don't see it, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Explicit word.
Yeah.
Totally acceptable.
Combinations of the most weird things. It's just like, I would have loved to choose that myself, but you know, yeah.
Oh no. All right, and he also wants to know, what was the most satisfying issue you've helped with? So he's showing the other side of things now.
Most satisfying. Actually, this one was great. This guy, he actually contacted me on Twitter first, and it was his birthday, and he's like, hey, I want some station cash, or could you guys do anything for my birthday?
Can you give me station cash for my birthday? What?
Yeah, it was a little weird, and I was like, I can't just give you station cash. So I was like, submit a ticket, let me see what I can do for you. So I had him draw a couple pictures for me. First was a really cool picture of a TR, like a ship flying around. I was like, this is good, but I want another one. So the second picture was of him in an NC suit with a birthday cake going, it's my birthday.
Oh, we need to get a copy of that.
And I was
I don't know
like,
if we can do that, but
it was great and super deserving of a little bit of something for him.
I think for me, the best PlanetSide 2 experience I've had so far has been the Ultimate Empire Showdown. That was awesome. Like, I really liked it. It was a really cool event, and like even just working it was awesome to see like everybody all trying to do everything in the game, plus that what was going on in LA at the same time was just awesome.
There's actually one guy I helped out during beta. I saw his post on the forums. He deleted his character and he couldn't get the name back because there was something wrong with it. And like I sent him like a ticket and I was like, hey, you know, I see this is what's going on and I'm gonna look into it and you know, do our best to get your name back. And in the end, he actually got it. So it was awesome. We had to do a little fancy work, but it was awesome.
So how does that work? You basically, sometimes you're not always getting tickets, you're searching for things. So you'll go on the forums and you'll find people who are having problems and you'll fix them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, every once in a while,
Yeah,
It's
so I
fun.
mean, your post, even if you're not sending a ticket, might catch their attention. That's pretty cool. All right, our next question here is from that's what we're gonna go with. And this person wants to know, why aren't there any dinosaurs in PlanetSide 2?
Well, I think the Vanu and the TR wiped them out.
The Vanu thinks that they weren't technologically advanced enough, so they nuked them from orbit.
Why is everyone making the Vanu? Why we would not kill dinosaurs?
Well,
we
it's-
would preserve them. We won't. Why would we
They
want to kill
are
them?
technologically inferior. They're not nearly as intellectually. I guess they're intellectually challenged.
Those things. We can train dinosaurs.
That
We
okay.
could
That
take
could
them
be
to
true.
space. It would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
I do not know, but I want them. I want to see a bunch of like NC, TR, and VS fighting, and then a pack of raptors just coming straight at it. And like
Or like a giant T-Rex that's just ginormous and just like stomping all over the place.
and whipping
It'd be-
around
yeah.
tanks, and then you're flying around in like a scythe, and then a pterodactyl comes and knocks you out of the sky.
Picks you up and carries you and drops you.
I want to see that.
Jump jets would be so useful in that situation.
I know. Higby needs to get on that.
Velociraptors, man.
I know.
All right. Mandalore03 wants to know, what faction do you support?
I am VS all the way.
Yeah, buddy. Aw,
How could you
sweet.
say no to lasers? Like,
I know,
seriously.
right?
Well, it's kind
Uh-oh.
of, it's a little complicated. So I started out,
back away.
Banu, like first time.
Started out, Vanu. This is not going well for me.
I'm kind of in the process of maybe switching to NC.
Oh no!
I'm
All the
finding-
NC are like, yes.
Yeah, Bill's very, very, yes, do it. But
Oh no, Bill's NC too.
yeah,
Oh,
hardcore.
no. I kind of heard a little bit about this. I was not happy.
What did you hear?
I heard that you roll with the new conglomerate,
I do.
and you're trying to convert my freaking Vanu people.
I have to. I'm in the minority here. Everybody around here is all like Vanu, and I'm like, their scythe is awesome. I love their scythe and the Mag Rider, but I like my weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite weapon?
The anchor right now.
The anchor. Yeah.
The new SMG is pretty cool, but I like to roll my heavy assault.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
run heavy assault with an anchor.
Yep, and a decimator.
And
Can't
just-
leave home without
Yeah,
it.
you can't leave home without your decimator. What's your favorite class then?
I play mostly actually medic and engineer.
Okay.
I'm not really good at shooting people a whole lot. I just get too twitchy and but I can.
See, you could do that for the Vanu. You know, we'll
Yeah.
support you. We'll kill all the things for you. It's okay. don't let him pressure you because he sits next to you.
He's a little scary.
yeah,
I mean,
he's kind of tall too.
dude. Yeah.
Our next question here is from Matthew Barnett at ThatGuyMEB on Twitter, and he wants to know, I'd like to know if the ticketing/report system has the power to prioritize a problem by frequency or number of reports.
Well, there's a lot of things that go into when a ticket's responded to. We try to get to everybody as soon as possible, but they're categorized and prioritized by what game it is, when you submitted it, what team you submitted it to, what your actual issue is. We track all of those things, and we try to respond to everybody as quickly as possible, but all of those things come into play.
For the most part, everything's handled in order. Like whoever sent in their ticket first gets it. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't always work out that way.
Unfortunately, I think that we try to do first come first serve with ticketing, but if there's a major issue that we need to solve right away, we do, and I think
Yeah.
that's it's always the best route. Our next question here is from Robert Farr at Larrington, and he wants to know, what's the funniest support request you've seen thus far?
Oh, the funniest.
There's so many now, you have to figure out which is the one.
We actually have a book of funny.
Oh, really?
We have,
oh, that's
we have
awesome.
an entire book of dedicated
to read this.
the ridiculousness of what we get sometimes. But the best one, and it comes for every game that we've had, and it's happened for PlanetSide 2 already, they want an adult version of PlanetSide 2.
Where you can be undressed or something, or oh,
Where you could
interesting.
have your own special place in PlanetSide 2, but every game we have, there's always a request for an adult version of that game. And we say
Oh,
that's
no.
a nice request, but unfortunately we probably won't implement that. But it's probably the funniest thing I hear.
I don't even know what to say to that. All right.
See, for me, it's always the things that are unexpected. So you'll get a ticket that comes in, and the guy will say, I used a key, and I didn't get the item, right? A lot of that happens with the NS11.
Yeah.
And then you'll say, okay, well, submit us the key, right? Normally you'd think someone will type it out, but they don't. Sometimes they'll submit a picture of someone holding the key or some random thing with it. So you'll look at the attachments. Attachments always are the best because you'll look at them and you'll be like, okay, that's awesome.
Our last couple questions here are from Azure Twilight at Azure Twilight, and they want to know, as an outfit, what is the average time from complaint to resolution? How many reports/complaints are done in a 24-hour period? And we'll start with that for now.
I actually don't have any hard numbers. I do know that we try to get like tickets out as quick as possible. We do a lot of tickets.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like they'll be anywhere from like 5 minutes to maybe a couple hours, depending on if something broke recently. It may be a little longer, but even then, we try to tell everyone we're working on it. We'll get you a ticket as soon as possible. We haven't forgotten about you, I promise.
We get like hundreds of tickets a day, like
Yeah.
easy, and that varies between the teams too. Our team gets might have a higher volume than like a Free Realms or a PlanetSide 2 in-game team. So it kind of depends on what team you're talking about.
That's true. Very true. We have so many games, and like these guys are. I mean, you do multiple games as well. You're not only doing just PlanetSide 2 tickets.
Yeah, the tech and account building team, we handle all of our games. So
Wow. Yeah, that's a
pretty-
lot of pressure on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Got to learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
And especially like I'm cross-trained as a GM as well, so I do some GM stuff for PlanetSide 2 and DC.
Look at him, overachiever. What's this?
So awesome.
Rush over your shoulder. All right, we do have another question from Asher Twilight, and they want to know how many people work in CS, and do you ever work the night shift, and what is the ban to report ratio? Oh no.
So there's probably like 150 plus people in our department. We're huge. We have a lot of games, so we're trying to help everybody. We have a lot of players, so it just takes a lot of people to do that. We do have a night shift. We're 24 hours, so there's always someone here to help you with your problem. We're trying to get everybody helped as soon as possible.
I have worked night shift. I worked night shift. Actually, I started here on night shift. I worked there for 2 years. And
Wow.
then finally
How was the
moved.
change from night shift to?
It's completely different.
Yeah.
Because there's just, things going on down here during the day, but like at night it's pretty quiet. But everybody's still doing work, the same amount of work. It's just not as many people around.
I used to work the evening shift, and that was kind of fun. I liked it. Sleep in late, stay up late. It was kind of great. I've never worked graveyard. Graveyard's scary.
We do. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's not scary. I'm a night person, so as a night owl, I think if I was to work, I think I'd want to work at night.
Yeah.
But we do have 24-hour
Yeah.
service here. It's that's the great thing about this is no matter what, even if it's a holiday, there's still going to be someone here to answer your tickets, and I think that's something that we really pride ourselves on here at SOE. People come in like from review sites pretending to be like a normal player, and then they just like. We have the best CS team. You know it. You all know it. You know it. All right. Our last question that they had there was, what is the ban/report ratio?
I'm not really sure on that one. I do know that we ban a lot of people every day.
With your giant ban hammer we were talking about
Exactly.
earlier. When all the bosses are gone, you're just like,
Ban everybody.
No.
But yeah, we ban a lot of people.
But you guys have a process. So, it's not like they're just like, today's the ban day. We have like a process of finding certain players and things like that.
We've got a couple tools that we use, and we've got people who are dedicated to it like every shift, every day. So it's like we're constantly working on it to make sure that, we take care of people who need to be taken care of.
Yeah, for sure.
As for player ban to report ratio, it's about like a 1 to 8 ratio, approximately. Sometimes we get good reports, we get good info, and then we find people. Other times it's just someone's just jealous.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
they're like, oh, you killed me, and you're a hacker.
I know. It's like, man, I'm sorry that you play TR and you're not as good as VS, but you're just better than you.
Do you know the ratio of like if the VS get reported more than the TR or the NC?
I'm just saying, TR kind of hates.
Oh, TR are haters, apparently. You guys are the ones reporting all the other factions.
VS for life.
Might just be because we have more TR players. That might also be
That
it.
might do it.
Yes. Darn it. All right. Well, thank you very much for answering
problem.
those questions for me. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day and cutting a
fun.
little bit into your lunchtime. So,
Yeah.
so thank you so much, Katie, for taking your time. I know you guys have so much stuff to do here, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
And I'm sorry I took up some of your time
Oh.
here, and distracting all your coworkers.
They'll be fine.
Thank you so much for joining us for this week's sneak peeks with the customer service reps. Don't forget to send us your questions at #PS2FNO for next week's quality assurance questions. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube, and check us out every Friday on Friday Night Ops at twitch.tv/PlanetSide2. Toodles.
Sony.